Shalom. I hope this works. This is a little bit different camera than I normally use. Different computer, different camera. Hopefully this records somewhat well. Basically, what I want to do is debunk this myth that the Arabic term Allah, as they say, is an evil term referring to a moon god or a demon or you know, a false god or a curse or whatever. With this, I want to look at three different languages which are extremely similarly related. Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic. Okay? Now, Hebrew and Aramaic are almost identical languages when you look at the grand scope of all the words. The alphabet in Hebrew and Aramaic is the exact same. Now, Arabic is a little bit further off than Hebrew, but yet it's very similar language. When you pronounce all the letters in Hebrew correctly, it sounds like Arabic. Most people, when you pronounce Hebrew correctly, most people say that sounds like Arabic, but actually Arabic sounds like Hebrew when Hebrew is correctly pronounced, when all the letters are correctly pronounced, which is not really the case in modern dialects of Hebrew, most modern dialects of Hebrew, except for Yemenite, perhaps. Now, so we have a root word, and that is Aleph Lamed He. Aleph Lamed He. It means God, or supreme being, or supreme entity, supreme one, high, mighty. You know, we use the term God. Some people don't like the term God, which is completely understandable, because in Hebrew, God means fortune. And it was the name of a pagan deity worshipped, I think, by the Babylonians or something. Okay, you know, that's fine. But when I'm using the term God here, I'm just using it for familiarity's sake. So, basically, this three-letter root word in Hebrew, Aleph Lamed He, means God. Now, in Hebrew it has a different, slightly different pronunciation, but the same root word in Aramaic means the same thing. Aleph Lamed He in Aramaic, as opposed to Hebrew, still means God. In Arabic, Aleph Lamed He, it means the same thing as it does in Aramaic and Hebrew. In Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic, Aleph Lamed He means God. Okay, all three languages. So there's, in Hebrew, and they have slightly different pronunciations, but the root word, the consonants are the exact same. Aleph Lamed He. Now, looking, there's a portion in actually the Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh. There's portions which are written in Aramaic, Daniel, Ezra, so on and so forth. Now, I want to show you, I have this JPS, Hebrew English, there we go, Hebrew English Tanakh, and I will read to you from Ezra, verse 5, here at the bottom where you see this Hey, chapter 5, excuse me. Ezra chapter 5, this section is written in Aramaic. I will read you the phrase at the end of Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. At the end of verse 1, it says the phrase, God of Israel. Now this is written in Aramaic, like I said. How does this read in the Hebrew Bible in Aramaic for the phrase, God of Israel? And it reads, Allah Yisrael. Okay? That's an Aleph Lamed He. The same things when Arabs say Allah, they're saying God. That's what it means. It's the exact same. Allah in Aramaic, Allah, and also in Aramaic, another way of saying Aleph Lamed He, God, is Allah in Aramaic. That's strikingly similar to Allah in Arabic. No real difference here. There's not really, it's the same word. So here we have this phrase, Allah Yisrael, the God of Israel, which is it's the exact same thing. The Arab equivalent is like very little difference. Vowels are a little bit different. The consonants are the same. What I'm trying to say here is Aleph Lamed Hey means God in three major Semitic languages: Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic. Those three languages are all extremely closely related, and that is why they have sometimes the exact same root words for meanings of words. The root word here, Aleph Lamed Hey, means God. Allah, as the Arabs call on, means God, nothing else. Okay? Even Yemenite Jews in the synagogues, there's a tradition, they will read the Torah in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic. And when they read the Torah in Arabic, they say Allah. Is there anything wrong with this? No, because it means God, just as it does in Hebrew and Aramaic. Okay, so with that, I'm going to close. I hope I've made this as clear and straightforward as possible. Really not that hard. It's just people, it's just kind of like ridiculous lack of knowledge and people's kind of overall ridiculousness, to be honest with you. It's just, there's so many, opinions and confusions that people spew as if they know everything in the world. And here I am, I'm not claiming to know everything, but I'm simply telling you this is the simple truth to this matter, is that Aleph Lamed Hey means God in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic. And in Arabic it's pronounced Allah, that it means God, no different. Thank you, bye.
L'existence du peuple juif est la preuve que l'islam ne peut pas affirmer qu'il est la même religion que celle qui a toujours existé dans l'histoire de l'humanité. Car le peuple juif a constitué dans l'histoire de l'humanité une nouveauté radicale, un commencement absolu. Et le christianisme, qui n'est rien d'autre lui-même que l'ouverture à l'universalité du genre humain de l'alliance conclue entre Dieu et Abraham, constitue en soi aussi un événement unique et sans équivalent dans toute l'histoire de l'humanité. Ainsi donc, le judaïsme comme le christianisme constituent des exemples unique qui empêche l'islam d'affirmer qu'il est la répétition de la même religion qui aurait toujours été donnée dans l'histoire de l'humanité. Le judaïsme comme le christianisme ont en eux-mêmes une spécificité qui les distingue de toute autre religion. Ils ne sont réductibles à aucune autre religion. L'islam n'est donc pas la répétition de la même religion qui a toujours, soi-disant, existé dans l'humanité.
Le nom dans la Torah toujours évoque l'essence. Le nom, c'est ce que tu es. On ne parle pas de nom donné arbitrairement, on parle maintenant de nom que Dieu donne. Dieu appelle une chose parce qu'elle est. S'il appelle une chose parce qu'elle est et il met son nom dedans, ça veut dire que ces gens-là, dans leur essence, ils ont Dieu en eux. Et regardez, chose assez remarquable, le seul peuple au monde, la seule ethnie au monde, qui sert le même Dieu que nous. Le Dieu d'Abraham, Dieu unique, éternel, n'ayant ni femme, ni fils, ni petit-fils, ni Saint-Esprit, éternel, sans image, sans représentation, le seul peuple au monde, c'est Ishmaël, l'islam. Tous les autres ont une représentation, ou pas de Dieu du tout, ou plusieurs. Le seul qui sert le même Dieu que nous, le Dieu unique sans forme, elle, c'est eux. Donc dans leur essence, ils ont quelque chose.